How many traders pass their challenges, and why do most traders fail when trying to get funded? These are some questions to which we will find the answer today because we will have a special guest from the 5ers team. You may know 5ers from my previous review video. It's here, and we discussed about the importance of not having time pressure. And today we will find out much more interesting aspects regarding funded traders and the biggest mistake made by traders. Don't forget that if you want to start your funding journey with the 5ers by clicking the link in the description on the checkout page, a 5% discount will be applied to you instantly for any account type. So good luck into your new challenge. Hello traders, and great to have you here. As I promised you, today we will talk with Saul from the 5ers, who is going to answer all your questions regarding their services. So first of all, nice to meet you, and thanks for accepting our invitation. Would you like to talk a bit about yourself and your experience in trading?
Yeah, sure. So first, thanks for having me, for the invitation, Cris. Good to be here with you. About myself, I've been a trader for, what is it now, 13 years now. So it's I've seen pretty much everything, every scenario a trader has to see. I've won, I've lost, I've done everything. Today, pretty consistent. I'm happy where am I with my trading. I'm also running the day-to-day operations at the 5ers fund as well.
Wow, that's really nice. So you are a part of the 5ers team. What are you actually doing in this 5ers team? Because I saw some videos with you. People know you from different webinars or so.
Yeah. So today I'm managing the brand. We under the same company we have two different brands, which is Tradeable for stock traders, and the 5ers, very well known probably by you and your audience, for Forex traders. So I manage the 5ers brand, the 5ers company.
All right. The next question is going to be an unusual one. So it is from one of our subscribers, and he asks, why the 5ers? So what does this name mean? Because this subscriber has this theory that your name is inspired by the average 5% of traders who are profitable in trading. So is this theory real?
Yeah, so back in 2016, 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐒, is the founder of the 5ers. He wanted to create a company to look for and to test traders and to pass them through an evaluation process, so he could find the 5% of the profitable traders. You know, in the industry, there's it very differs from 5%, 2%, 10%, but it's around 5% of traders who make it in the long run consistently. So we wanted to find those 5% to give them the money of the company to manage. So that was the inspiration of the name. I'm happy to say that we have got to the point where more than 5% and even 10% of our traders are profitable in the long run. So I'm happy we're even improving the statistics.
All right, that's really nice. So the theory was real, and our subscriber will be really happy to know this. Okay, so now let's dive into the services offered by the 5ers. And first of all, I can see on your website that currently you have 3 types of funding journeys: instant, bootcamp, and day trading stocks. Can you describe a bit your available programs?
Yeah, sure. So the trading stocks is another brand. If you click on it, it will take you to another website also. So I will talk about the instant funding and the bootcamp program. So the industry today, the prop firm industry, is pretty much divided into 2 models of funding, which is the instant funding model and the challenge model. And we offer the instant funding. That's our our core service. Our core program is the instant funding, where there's no evaluation, no demo trading, no challenge. You just start trading on a real account from the first day. And even when you make progress and you pass the first step, the first milestone, you can already withdraw profit. So you're pretty much from day one trading on real accounts. And the bootcamp, it was a solution for the challenge model, or the challenge funding model in the industry, where we wanted to change a little bit the way the trader approaches to those challenges, because in the industry, the traders have to commit a full amount of money to start those challenges, those evaluations, which are very hard to pass. And we wanted to do something different where they do not have to commit the whole amount of money just to get tested or to get evaluated. So we created the bootcamp as a low-cost solution for those challenges, where you have only to pay $95 or 95 euros. And then only if you pass the challenge, then you have to complete the rest of the amount, the rest of the payment, but you're already funded. You're already trading on a funded account, and you can withdraw your profits. So that's our challenge, our low-cost challenge model.
Yeah, that's really nice. I know a lot of our subscribers really love this bootcamp program. Lately, there are more and more prop firms on the market, as you can see, offering different kind of services and trading conditions. And therefore, I would like to ask you, what are the main aspects that make the 5ers stand out from this crowd?
Yeah, so that's a good question. Actually, I think the experience of someone who's just approaching trading and approaching the industry, the prop firm, and wants to try to understand what's going on, he gets overwhelmed with a lot of companies out there. Yeah. And I would say someone who wants to decide which prop firm to work with, they should look at the different points. And the first one, it is the reliability of the company. How long has been in the market, what's the trust pilot look like, if they really pay the traders when they need to pay, if they ban traders for no reason, because there's a lot of manipulation, sadly, in the industry by a lot of companies. So really, the reputation of the company is key when trying to not get into a scammy company. So that would be first. And second, to see if the company is offering the model that you're looking for. Okay, there's some advantages and disadvantages of both the models I mentioned, the instant funding and the challenge model. So to see if they have it, there's companies that only offer a challenge model. So if you're looking for the instant funding model, so it's not the right company for you. So I would say to decide which model would be better for you, for your trading style and your level of expertise as a trader, and then to see if the company offers that. And besides that, to see the overall conditions of the company, to see there's a true alignment and common interest between the company and the trader. What's their support? What are the prices, the parameters, trading conditions? All of that is key. Yeah, that would be it. So the 5ers, we have been in the industry for from 2016. So it's been a lot of years already. Yeah. We have the reputation. You can see our trust pilot. We have a very high score with true reviews. Okay, so
that's really important.
Yeah, which is important. Yeah. And we have very high standards of trading conditions and payment conditions. So we always pay. We have no excuses no to paying. We're fair with our traders, and I think we're here for them. We have the same interest as them. So yeah, that's how we try to lead the industry.
Yeah, that's really important, and I already know about your reputation. Again, a lot of people are talking about the 5ers, especially about the bootcamp. So congrats for your services.
Yeah, thank you.
Now let's talk a bit about your drawdown rules, as this is one of the most important aspects for traders when choosing a prop firm. So what kind of drawdown is used by the 5ers? The absolute or the relative drawdown?
So first, in our programs, we use the absolute drawdown. So it is a fixed level that you cannot go under. So if you're making progress, it will not trail with you. Okay, so it's a static one, it's a fixed one. So if you build profit, you have more drawdown now to use. So that's an absolute drawdown, and I think that's the good and the fair thing to offer. And sometimes, I know traders, they want to have as much drawdown as possible. And on our instant funding programs and even bootcamp, the drawdown is around between 5 and 6%. And if you see other companies that they offer maybe 10 or 12%, they're usually on a challenge model or on an instant funding model. But what's important for traders to understand is that the drawdown amount available is not as important as the way you manage your trades and you adjust your trading risk according to that drawdown. Okay, if someone blows an account with 10% drawdown, he will blow an account with 20% and 30% and 40% drawdown.
Yeah,
okay? So
100% agree with that.
So if you have less drawdown, you just have to reduce your risk. You have to reduce the amount of risk you're taking per trade, so you don't go beyond the maximum drawdown allowance. And also the ratio between the drawdown and the target. Okay, if you're being asked if you have 10% drawdown but you have 50% target, so you have a 5-to-1 target ratio. So we try to keep our ratio and drawdown 1-to-1. So we offer, let's say, a 5% drawdown, but you also have to make 5% target. The bootcamp program, for example, every 5% you get scaled up, which is amazing. There's nothing like that in the industry. Okay, so you have 5% drawdown, but you only need to make 5% in order to get more money. And so I think those are the important things to cover: the absolute drawdown, to manage your risk accordingly to the drawdown, and the drawdown profit ratio as close to 1-to-1 as possible.
Yeah, sure. Actually, this is a really valuable lessons for all of those who are watching us now, because people usually tend to just look on a few numbers, but they don't understand the ratio, and exactly what you explain is very important for any funded account.
Correct.
All right. I really appreciate the fact that you are very close to your community, and I know you have different live webinars, learning resources, and even one-to-one performance coaching. So how can traders access these valuable resources?
So many of those resources are actually available for everyone. Our trading room is open for everyone on our YouTube channel. Many of our webinars, they're also uploaded afterwards, the recording to the YouTube channel, so you can watch them there. The more exclusive resources, our traders have access to them. So if you want to talk one-on-one with one of us, so you can just schedule that through your dashboards, and you can talk to us directly. Also, our Discord channel, which is most of our community happens there, that it's closed to our traders. Okay, so you have to have an account with us to access that Discord, and we are very active there. Alex and Ruben and myself, we're active there, and we can have this interaction with our traders, which is very, very important. I think that's something that distinguish what we do from other companies, and yeah, so that's how we try to stay close to our traders.
That's really, really nice. I can see that on your website there is an interesting remark regarding the payout ratio on the bootcamp challenge model. The payout ratio can be up to 100%. So I would like you to describe how does this kind of payment work, and as a 100% payout ratio, it is definitely something that can caught traders' attention.
Yeah, so the 100% is not something that you get from step one. Okay?
I'm sure.
the 100% payout ratio is for traders who have shown they have the capabilities to sustain an account and to be consistent. So at that point, our risk management department has already learned the trader. So when we learn the trader and how he trades, the risk he takes, the exposure he takes on the market, so we know how to manage ourselves with him. So when we give someone 100% profit payout, that's because we are copying in another account his trades. So if he buys Euro USD, we will buy Euro USD. So he will get his 100%, but we will also make the same profit that he does in another account.
Right.
So that's the way we can offer up to 100%, because we're actually making the same profit as he does. But that's only after we have learned and we trust those traders with 100% profit payout.
All right, that's really nice and very good to know, because there are a lot of traders interested in this kind of really, really high payout ratios.
Yeah.
And talking about profit splits, what is the payout frequency with the 5ers?
So it's every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks you can withdraw the amount of profit you want. Many traders, they decide just to leave it there as a cushion, because you can increase your drawdown with that. But every 2 weeks.
All right. I can see that the account leverage offered in your programs is 1 to 10, and there are traders who can be reserved when hearing this aspect. Therefore, I would like you to tell us a bit, why did you decide to offer this leverage? Why not more? Because I am sure there is a good explanation behind that.
Yeah, I know leverage is a flashy word in the Forex industry.
Yeah.
And I know if you go to offshore traders, offshore brokers, you can even get 1 to 500 leverage. And that sounds very, very appealing. But let me tell you, and we know this by fact, and with all the data we have, we know it. High leverage works against the traders. Okay, it really does. It's just how speed you're going to be driving before the crash. Okay, so if you're going to crash, you really want that crash to be when you're in slow speed and no fast speed or high speed. So we know. For example, we have our instant funding program. We have an aggressive mode and a low risk mode. So on the low risk mode, it's a 1 to 10 leverage, and the aggressive mode is 1 to 30. And we know same traders having both accounts, an aggressive one and an instant fund and a low risk account, they will succeed more in the low risk account, and they will blow their account with the high leverage. So I know that's something that sounds appealing, and traders want that because they think the profit potential is higher. But actually, their chances or their odds to blow the account with high leverage is much higher than with low risk leverage. So we do that, for the traders, because we need them to preserve the accounts, to conserve the accounts, so they can grow them, and we can work with them. Otherwise, they will be just blowing the accounts, and we'll be losing money with them. So it's something we try to avoid.
Yeah, sure. I'm really happy that you cleared this aspect, because this question is everywhere, every time they have the chance. A lot of people write us and talk about these low leverages offered by different prop firms, and they do not understand that, as you said, the highest the leverage, the biggest the crash is going to be.
Yeah, and the higher the risk. So we want to keep that low.
All right. Talking about trading conditions, I would really like to know, what are the commissions per lot with the 5ers?
So it's $4
Wow.
both sides. That's something we get from our LPs. We are connected. We don't work with the retail brokers, so we're connected to different LPs. And it's important to mention that commission is only half of the cost of doing trading. So the other part is spreads. So if you go and check our spreads, they're almost zero on the major pairs, which is amazing. Zero spreads, and $4 both sides per lot, per full lot.
All right. An important aspect in long-term partnership with traders is defined by the scaling plans. And I can see that your growth agenda is generous one, going up to 4 million. So can you explain a bit, how does this scaling plan work?
Yeah, so let me tell you a little bit about the background. So there's this, the idea of the compounding effect, or, compounding an account where you reinvest your profits and you compound it like this. It's like an exponential growth. But the reality of exponential growth is every time you withdraw money, instead of just keep growing, you have like a little pullback on your growth chart. So what I wanted to do is like to hyper growth the accounts. Okay, that's how we call it, the hyper growth. So when a trader start working and start making progress and compounding the account, but when he gets to a milestone and he needs to withdraw, instead of going down in balance, we want to give him even more money to manage. Okay, so a trader starts working, and when he gets to a milestone, he can withdraw the profits and get even more money to balance, and he continues. And every depending on the program, but every milestone you can get more money. Now on the instant funding accounts, you get doubled your account. And I think in 7 milestones, you're already in the $4 million. In around 5 milestones, you're already managing $1 million, which is pretty nice. In the bootcamp account, in the bootcamp program, it's not doubling, but it's there's a whole scaling process, but you get more balance to manage every 5% milestone, which is very powerful. And I don't think there's something else in the industry.
Yeah, that's pretty powerful. And The next question comes from our community, and this particular one is related to this scaling plan. So, how many traders have reached the top level, or at least the top levels, 1 million, 2 millions? Are there any traders who are there?
Yeah. So not at the 4 million currently, but there are traders who manage more than $1 million dollars accounts. Also, we have the option to manage up to 3 accounts. So there are some traders that compounded, the 3 accounts together, they manage more than 1 million accounts. But we also have many traders that manage a single account with more than $1 million dollars. I don't have the number by heart to tell you how many. There's no hundreds, but there,
sure.
there are some. As you start growing the account, there's some challenges we see in our traders, and we try to work with them closely to overcome those challenges. But there's mental challenges as you start seeing your P&L going up and down just a few pips, but it's thousands of dollars when you start managing large accounts. And so it's risk challenges and mental challenges.
Yeah.
That's why fewer and fewer go to the million and up dollar accounts. But there are some who are those stages.
It's really nice to know that. And talking about great achievements, what was the biggest payout the trader got with you?
So it is important to explain this question a little bit better, because we have traders who have worked with us for years now, and they withdraw every single month. So they don't wait to withdraw 100,000, in one single payout, but they have withdrawn, hundreds of thousands of dollars, altogether. So they withdraw every month or every 2 months, and they have withdrawn, literally hundreds of thousands of dollars. One single payout, I can't recall, but I think there was one of $188,000 in one single payout. But I'll need to double check that info. But I think, again, in the marketing area of the prop firms, there's these flashy numbers of one single payout, 100,000. And I think that's misleading of what traders should be focusing on, and they should be focusing on consistency. Okay, so it's more important to be able to withdraw every month after month, even if it's just a couple of hundreds. Eventually, you get to those higher level accounts, and you're able to withdraw, tens of thousands every month. That is more important to get to a single payout of, whatever the number is.
Yeah, I am 100% in agree with you, because I am sure that traders should focus more on long-term partnerships, not on only one payout. And regarding long-term partnerships, how long do your average funded traders last? Do they lost their accounts, most of them, I don't know, after one payout, or do they last like forever?
Yeah, it's a very hard question to answer, because, traders come from all over levels of experience. Okay, so of course, those who are just starting out, if instead of going to a brokerage account, they come to a prop firm, most of the chances they will not pass at the first time. What I can tell you is the traders that try a second time or a third time, they increase their passing rate by much. They almost double their passing rates, because there's not only the trading ability, but you also have to tune or adapt your trading style to the parameters of the fund you're working on. Okay, so for the 5ers, if you were used to have a drawdown of 10%, you need to decrease that to 4, 5, 6% drawdown. So I'm trying to answer. Almost 50, between 15 and 20% of the traders in our instant funding program, they pass the evaluation. Those who try for a second time, they get even to 30% passing success. Okay, they have chances of passing of 30%, which is pretty high. And then once funded, or once on higher accounts, we do see a decrease in the amount of traders who go and grow their accounts. But we have traders who have been with us for years now, 3-4 years. The others who only last a couple of months. There's a lot of parameters that affect that time. With time life with us.
All right. So, as you told me, you are trading for already 13 years or so. So,
Yes.
I would really like to hear your opinion about the next question. And
Okay.
what are the most common reasons, in your opinion, for people to lose their funded accounts?
So there's a couple of reasons for that. First, the fact that a trader who just passed the evaluation, now he's in a state of overconfidence, and overconfidence brings to more risk taking, and that over leveraging or approaching the market with more risk and more confidence, we see some traders just losing the account. So that's number one. And the second one is the fact that they are at that point they're risk free. Okay, they have make back their investment because they withdrew their profits, so they have no, they're not committed to the account. So they treat those accounts as demo account because they have no money in the game, and they start again approaching the trading account very unresponsible, and they lose it again. So those who make it for the long run, they do not change the way they trade from the evaluation to the funded account, and they keep risk low, and that's the way they grow their accounts.
All right, that's very important. And also, I would like to ask you, for those who are new and want to start a challenge with the 5ers, what do you want to suggest? What are your suggestions for the new traders?
Okay, so first, take your time. It is, we have no programs at the moment that they have a time pressure on you. You have 1 year on the bootcamp program to pass. You have 6 months on the instant funding program to pass. So do not try to pass in one trade or 1 day or 1 week. Okay, take your time because you need to wait for those opportunities in the market to come to you. Okay, you really need to wait for those high quality setups that your strategy provides and take them. Okay, don't try to rush it. I don't know. I know it's hard to apply this and to make it and to be patient, but that's key. Okay, don't rush it. And the second one, try to work with low leverage. I know we're offering 1 to 10. Try to stay comfortable with that. Okay, focus on the long term. Focus on the potential of where will you be in 6 months from now if you work responsibly with us instead of trying to get that high paycheck and then losing that account. So that would be the two tips.
Yeah, these are some really valuable lessons, and thank you for answering these questions. Now, I would like to ask you, how does the future looks for the 5ers? Do you have any future plans, new accounts to add or so?
Yeah, so a couple of things that we're very excited about. I cannot disclose everything right now, but we are working on a new program which will come out soon during the year. So that will be excited. And second, we're working on a live event in UK in this summer in London in June. So we're really trying to bring our traders, and this is open for everyone, not only the 5ers traders, but all traders from all over the world, especially, I guess, UK and Europe will be easier for them to come, but for a live educational event, which we recognize there's nothing like that out there. Most live events are, marketing platforms for brokers to advertise themselves. So we try to get this as an educational experience, a network experience, and fun experience, of course. So that's on June 17. It's called Traders Day Live. So I would invite your audience, if they're from Europe and the UK and they want to take the trading for the next level, be there.
Right.
And regarding the 5ers, we're about to move our technology to a new technology and new servers. So everything is going to, the feel and look of the website and dashboard is going to be newer and better. That's going to be exciting as well.
All right, that's really great, and thanks for the invitation. Hope many traders will join your events. I think these are all my questions for today. If you have any final thoughts for our audience or for your traders, please let us know.
Yeah, so just to wish all your audience the best. I really encourage you to, after doing some due diligence about the companies, to give us a try. I think you will have a positive experience with the 5ers. We believe in success being a process. So we have this internal dialogue that we use is called shade of success. So we know traders, they cannot go from being a unprofitable trader to a millionaire trader in one day. But we will try to recognize all that process, okay, from being non-profitable to break even, profitable from consistent. And we will really try to work with all your audience and all our traders to help you try to to feel that success until the point you're getting to a profitable and consistent level, and you can start making a living out of this, or extra income, or whatever it is. But focus on the process and give us a try.
Sure. Thank you so much for this time, for your time, and for these kind words. I am again really nice to meet you, and wish you all the best in your trading journey.
Yeah, thanks, Chris, and a nice cat you have over there.
Thank you. Her name is Divergence, and she really likes to be in all the videos.
Divergence.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
So thanks for the interview, and yeah, hopefully your audience will find some value out of this interview.
Thank you. Have a really nice day.
Thank you.